Today we're talking about Artemis 2, a mission that is bringing humans closer to the moon again after decades. This mission is part of the larger Artemis program, which aims to return astronauts to the lunar surface and eventually prepare for missions to Mars. What makes Artemis 2 special is that it will be the first time since the Apollo missions that humans travel around the moon. It is not just a technical mission. It represents a new chapter in human exploration.
The spacecraft used for this mission is called the Orion spacecraft. It is designed to carry astronauts farther than any modern human spacecraft has gone before. During Artemis 2, the crew will orbit the moon and test how the spacecraft performs in deep space. This mission is important because it allows engineers and astronauts to verify critical systems, test safety procedures, and prepare for future lunar landings.
The launch vehicle is the Space Launch System, often called SLS. This rocket is one of the most powerful ever built, capable of sending humans far beyond Earth's orbit. The launch itself will be a major moment, as the rocket will lift the crew into space, place them on a trajectory toward the moon, and begin a journey that only a few humans have experienced.
What makes Artemis 2 even more interesting is the crew. The astronauts selected for the mission represent a new generation of explorers. Christina Koch will become the first woman to travel to the moon's vicinity, and Victor Glover will be the first Black astronaut to take part in a lunar mission. These milestones make the mission not only scientific, but also historically important.
Artemis 2 is not about landing yet. It is about proving that humans can safely travel deep into space again. It connects the achievements of the past with future missions that aim to build a long-term presence on the moon. This mission shows that space exploration is entering a new era, where humans are once again preparing to travel beyond Earth and explore new frontiers.
One of the most fascinating aspects of Artemis 2 is the journey itself. The crew will not simply travel to the moon and return. They will follow a carefully planned trajectory that takes them far beyond what most human missions have experienced in recent history. During this flight, astronauts will spend several days in deep space, far from Earth, where communication delays and isolation become real challenges. This part of the mission will test not only technology, but also how humans adapt to long-distance space travel, maintain focus under pressure, and operate in a completely unfamiliar environment.
Life inside the spacecraft will be very different from anything on Earth. The crew will have to manage limited space, work in microgravity, and follow a strict schedule to complete their tasks. Even simple actions like eating, sleeping, or moving require adjustments. Astronauts must stay physically and mentally prepared, monitor systems, and remain ready to respond to any unexpected situation. This experience will help scientists understand how people can live and function effectively in space for extended periods.
Communication plays a critical role during the mission. As the spacecraft travels farther from Earth, there will be moments when communication is delayed or temporarily unavailable. This requires the crew to make decisions independently, rely on training, and solve problems without immediate support from mission control. These conditions are essential for preparing future missions, where astronauts may need to operate with greater autonomy.
The mission is not only about testing equipment, it is also about gathering valuable data. Every system, from navigation to life support, will be closely monitored. Engineers will analyze how the spacecraft performs under real conditions and identify areas for improvement. This information is necessary to increase safety, improve reliability, and ensure that future missions can be carried out with greater confidence.
Artemis 2 represents a bridge between past achievements and future exploration. It is a mission that focuses on preparation, testing, and learning. Each step taken during this journey brings humanity closer to returning to the moon and eventually traveling even farther. The experience gained from this mission will shape how humans explore space in the years ahead and open the door to new possibilities beyond Earth.
One of the most intense moments of Artemis 2 will be when the spacecraft reaches the far side of the Moon. At that point, the crew will temporarily lose direct communication with Earth. This creates a unique situation where astronauts must operate completely on their own, relying only on their training and onboard systems. That silence, combined with the view of deep space, will be one of the most powerful experiences of the entire mission. It is a moment that highlights how far they are from Earth and how important it is to stay focused and maintain control under isolation.
The view from the spacecraft will be unlike anything most humans have ever seen. As the crew travels around the Moon, they will witness Earth from a distance, appearing small and fragile in the vast darkness of space. This perspective often leads to what astronauts describe as a shift in thinking, where they begin to see Earth as a single connected system rather than separate countries. This experience can create a deeper understanding of how important it is to protect the planet and appreciate its uniqueness.
The physical experience of traveling through space adds another layer of challenge. The crew will experience weightlessness, changes in orientation, and the constant awareness that they are moving at extremely high speeds. They must stay aware of their surroundings, manage equipment carefully, and adapt to conditions that are very different from Earth. This requires strong discipline, attention, and the ability to remain calm in unusual situations.
Every phase of the mission requires precise coordination. From launch to orbit and return, each step must be carefully executed. Astronauts and engineers work together to ensure that every system functions correctly. This level of coordination allows the mission to run smoothly, reduces risks, and ensures that the crew can complete their objectives successfully. It demonstrates how human skill and advanced technology come together to achieve something extraordinary.
As the mission comes closer to its return phase, another critical moment approaches: re-entry into Earth's atmosphere. The spacecraft will travel at extremely high speed and face intense heat during descent. This phase requires precision and strong system performance to ensure a safe landing. It is a powerful reminder that space exploration is not only about reaching new places, but also about returning safely with knowledge and experience that can support future missions.
Artemis 2 is not only a mission about space travel, it is also about preparing humanity for something much bigger in the future. This mission is a key step toward building a long-term human presence beyond Earth. Scientists and engineers are using Artemis 2 to understand how people can live and work in deep space conditions, where distance, isolation, and limited resources become serious challenges. The experience gained from this mission will help develop systems that allow humans to stay in space for longer periods, which is essential for future exploration.
One of the long-term goals connected to this mission is the creation of a space station near the Moon, known as the Lunar Gateway. This station is planned to serve as a base for future missions, where astronauts can stay before traveling to the Moon's surface. Artemis 2 helps prepare for this by testing how crews operate in deep space and how systems perform outside Earth's orbit. This step is important for building a structure that supports continuous exploration.
The technologies tested during Artemis 2 are designed to support future missions to Mars. Traveling to Mars requires much longer journeys, which means astronauts will need to remain stable, focused, and healthy over extended periods. Artemis 2 allows scientists to study how the human body and mind respond to deep space conditions. This information will be used to improve life support systems, develop better protection methods, and ensure that future missions are safer and more reliable.
Another interesting aspect is how this mission inspires global interest in space exploration. People around the world follow these missions, watch launches, and learn more about science and technology. Artemis 2 has the potential to encourage new generations to study space, engineering, and science-related fields. It shows that exploration is still active and that there are many opportunities to become part of future discoveries.
Artemis 2 represents more than a single mission. It reflects a shift in how humanity approaches space exploration. Instead of short-term missions, the focus is now on building sustainable systems, creating long-term plans, and expanding human presence beyond Earth. This mission marks a transition toward a future where space travel becomes more frequent, more advanced, and more connected to everyday scientific progress.